Welcome back to the Gaming Harbinger. I am your host, Ryofu, and I wanted to make a quick video in regards to CV and how it has affected and shut down certain events. And yes, we're just going to call it CV because I'm not trying to mess with YouTube right now. As some of you are aware, I also occasionally talk about conventions on this channel. I even made a video where I was trying to provide tips for people that were preparing or going to their first convention. I'll leave a link below in the description. But that's not what this is about. I wanted to talk about also how CV has affected conventions as a whole. For the people that think it's simply, hey, bro, you just need to stay home. It's not that we are idiots and just got to do our fun thing really badly. Some of us paid for this stuff long before we knew about CV. I have spent $150 for a-kon and I'm not even in the building yet. And also, not to mention, I did a review about several months ago on a-kon of last year, and in the video, there's parts of it where I'm talking about where a-kon was in the red because they stayed at a pretty expensive place in the years 2017 and 2018. So the question is, would a-kon be able to afford canceling this year and returning the following year? It's hard to say. And it's not just a-kon. I'm not sure if some of the other cons could handle losing a year of income. This will definitely hurt any businesses that support and offer services for conventions. I just want everyone to be aware of what's happening, especially those of us that have already invested money into badges and tickets. And we might end up going to our said conventions. But there's also that strong possibility that a lot of stuff is just going to get canceled. But still, if you decide to go, I highly encourage you to take the necessary steps to protect yourself. I know that some people think that this is no big deal, it's just a cold, and only a small portion of people are dying. I keep hearing people compare it to how not as many people die from this as they would die from the flu. And the reality is that you might get it and heal up fine. But think about all the people you affected along the way and you were completely oblivious to. What if you infect a family member, a friend, or a coworker that has serious health issues? I work with people like that. And also, what if it's your grandpa or your grandma? Okay, so one thing I did want to get into was I wanted to give a couple of places that I know have shut down or are taking preemptive measures to protect their con-goers. But before I get into that, if you're interested in looking at conventions that have been canceled or postponed, I know as far as anime goes, you can go to animecons.com and they will have a list of anime conventions from various places. Keep in mind though, this isn't a complete list of every convention because even I know of one in my state, Oklahoma, and it's not on the list, but that's not really surprising because it's pretty small. But I would also recommend for you to just check the website for the convention that you're going to and check updates regularly. Of course, you can also check if they have a Facebook page or a Twitter page. Just keep checking on those because there is a high chance that a lot of stuff is just going to get canceled, and that's the nature of the beast. But anyways, I'm going to just throw out some big ones here that got canceled recently. So one of the first ones I heard was GDC, aka Game Developers Conference in San Francisco, California. This was supposed to happen actually today, March 16th through the 20th. And I did hear that they were providing this now via streaming. Next up was E3, which was a huge shocker for not just gaming, but just Universal. I mean, because everyone knows E3 is massive. And the fact that this sucker got canceled 3 months ahead of time is a big deal. This was supposed to happen in Los Angeles, California, and no more. Anime Japan 2020. Now this is Tokyo's biggest anime industry convention. This was canceled. Anime Boston 2020 is not canceled and will be operational, but on their website they say that they will be disinfecting high traffic areas every 30 minutes. I mean, hey, I can't hate on that. I mean, that's good. And this convention will be happening April 10th through the 12th. Ace Comic-Con Northeast was scheduled for March 20th through the 22nd, and this one was canceled. As you can tell, Boston is just not playing around, and this kind of varies from place to place. Some people, or I should say some states, are really stepping in and just saying absolutely not, shut it down. And others are providing a little bit of leeway. One of the next places, Sakura-Con. I've actually been to Sakura-Con, but it's been several years, I believe. This was not canceled, and this is in Seattle, Washington, and it would be happening April 10th through the 12th, and they just pretty much posted on their website that they are aware of the situation, and they will make the proper adjustments to disinfect. One of the conventions I will be attending, Anime Fest in Dallas, they posted on their Twitter stating Anime Fest 2020 is still on schedule August 14th through the 17th. We'll provide updates across all communication channels if anything will change. Okay, so there you have it. I wanted to share my thoughts on this situation. I know I occasionally talk about conventions on this channel, so I felt like why not provide some information for fellow con-goers? And not only that, perhaps the viewer can also add conventions they find out about that have been canceled and leave those in the comments section below. So while I'm in the middle of editing this video, I got a text from a friend and he told me that a-kon has in fact been postponed. Anime Boston 2020 and Sakura-Con have also been canceled just now. All these updates, and it keeps messing up the flow of my videos, son. It's crazy. And yeah, man, it sucks. It really does. Like, every now and then, even if you're a weeb, even if you're a nerd, even if you're a gamer, you gotta get out sometimes. You know, you gotta change the scenery. So that's why I actually enjoy conventions. I feel like they're great for that. But at the end of the day, we do have to take care of ourselves. And also, I want to say, obviously this isn't a typical video, so after this video what you can expect is a Gears 5 review, a Fire Emblem review, and also my first impressions on a cool new fighting game. Obviously there will be more anime reviews coming up after this, since I've gotten such positive responses from pretty much all of them. Anyways guys, I appreciate you for taking time to watch this video. Please be safe. I will see you in the next video.